Seb Marshall, great to see you. You are a director at WhiffAway Group. Tell us briefly what it is you guys make.
No problem at all, Matthew. Thanks for having me. And yeah, WhiffAway. WhiffAway Group is a company that deals mainly in conservation and water conservation specifically, and smart solutions within the commercial washroom space. So we design, manufacture, install, and maintain waterless urinal systems. A bit of a strange one, so something that not everyone does. But that's fundamentally sort of the core, the bread and butter, shall we say, of what we do as a business. So we make the sanitaryware as well as the plastic fittings that go within it, and the consumables, so the biological solutions and closed systems that support it. We're remarkably proud of what we have achieved, for a little tiny company from a garage to where we are now with our 5 overseas offices. We save a heck of a lot of water, energy and embedded carbon for industry. It's about 1.9 billion pounds for British industry in terms of the water that are not going through urinals and other assets to save water. So sustainability is not just a sort of at the end of the value chain in terms of what our customers see, but it's also embedded in what we do. So as I've already said, we injection mold a heck of a lot of plastic, which is not so good given the fact that we're trying to reduce, reuse and recycle what we're doing. So we now are very proudly using ocean reclaimed plastics, so fish nets that we acquire so that we can again get those melted down or made down into pellets so that we can use them to create our product.
Give us a sense of how many urinals you manufacture a year.
In terms of manufacture of actual urinal bowls itself, I'd probably say in the region of 10 to 15,000 or so. But in terms of what we do actually as our core business, it's retrofit behavior. We go into the existing bathroom. So again, not to take out everything that's there and actually create a problem by creating waste. We try to retrofit to what is there to allow you to use the asset that you already have and have paid for to keep your capital expenditure down so that you get a rapid return on investment.
What's your manufacturing floor like in Britain?
So it's pretty agile, it's pretty dynamic because the products themselves are relatively small. So if I can show you, we have all sorts of things here, whether it comes to the urinal cartridge itself, the screens that go on top of them that are made out of fully recyclable materials, of course. But as you can see, they're the size of my hand. So we don't need a lot of space. We can produce a heck of a lot of these very quickly on automated tooling machines that we have. So yeah, these are the sorts of things that we make here in the UK. Outside of what we do within the washroom itself to save people water, energy, and money, we also look at ways for the bathroom, the assets to tell us when there are problems. So we've created and again patented something called the loo light. So these loo lights are very simply an occupancy light, effectively like a traffic light above your toilet, that tell you, green means go and red means you can't go into the facility, that sort of thing. So very, very simple occupancy data that we can provide to our clients that tell them patterns when they should go and clean things or maintain things across their sites.
Seb, when you were growing up, did you think you might one day become a manufacturer?
No, I didn't. In terms of manufacturing, my father was an engineer as well. My background's engineering. I love making things and designing things, and I'm very lucky to have my business partner James is just as passionate. Well, sorry, he's arguably more passionate than me. His mother is more passionate than him. That sort of thing. So the passion for the design and development of what we do is what gets us up in the morning. It's what allows us to come up with eureka moments when we wake up at night, write on a little notepad next to our beds an idea that we've had, and then before we know it, we go to our design team in Bodmin and they've made something. They've designed something based on an idea we had.
How many countries do you export to?
So it's just shy of 50 at the moment. So I was actually recently on a panel for Made in Britain for exporting through the CPTPP, which is out into LATEX, so Latin America. They're one of our distribution channels into Mexico. But our businesses, as I said, we have 5 overseas offices, so based in Berlin, in Germany, Johannesburg, South Africa, Dubai, in the UAE, and obviously here in the UK and the USA, we have a business on the east and west coast. So just out of those silos alone, we're able to produce and get our goods into all sorts of countries within those specific territories.
Is it helpful to be part of Made in Britain?
It certainly is. And I think it's incredibly good value for money. So that's another thing. Actually, when we first started, which was quite some time ago now, the company was a lot smaller. We didn't want to be members of groups. We wanted to innovate and create products and jobs and prospects for what we were doing to grow our business. But actually, the value it creates, and you have to use it for what it's worth. You have to use the ability you have via their website to put in all your products, all of your literature and materials. You must use it correctly, but it can create such good value considering it is so cheap, considering we are also a company that aren't that big at the moment. The bigger you get, of course, the more it costs in these instances, but I think it's cracking value for money.
Is the Made in Britain logo helpful?
Yes, so we have the Made in Britain logo on all of our packaging and materials that we have over in our warehouse across the road here, and we also use it in some of our literature.
And why is it important to you to make some of what it is you actually manufacture here in Britain?
It's incredibly important. Customers are asking for it. Our supply chain, we highly drive for them to be, again, Made in Britain members, if not proudly make their products here in the UK. It's what, as I said, the customer demands. It's what we want. It does ultimately reduce cost. Whilst we are not necessarily in the cost leadership side of things when it comes to labor, and we are a services country more so than anything else, we still do make things, and we are a little speck there. We're an SME ultimately, but we're very proud to make everything other than our sanitary ware here in the UK.
Do you have a message for those who might be considering becoming manufacturers here in Britain?
Go for it. There's so much opportunity here. There's grant funding available for small businesses. So we're doing that within our business in Bodmin in Cornwall. There are grants available to allow you to do this. We are pining for manufacturing here in the UK. We don't do it enough. As I said, we're a tertiary industry country now. We provide services. We don't necessarily manufacture everything. We used to be the bastion of manufacturing in the north. We used to make steel galore and all sorts of other products. Why can't we become that again? We don't need to be purely based in services. We can create and manufacture our own goods as well.
Seb Marshall, great to speak to you.
Thanks very much, Matthew. Pleasure.